Kyoto is beautiful. However, it can also be crazy. And we feel like we need a bit of an escape. Thing is, we really wanted to see the notoriously busy Fushimi Inari before we left Kyoto. So, taking this into account, we're going to head to Mount Kurama before we head back into the city and go to Fushimi Inari for sunset. But before we do, we stop at 7-Eleven to get some snacks, and then we're on our way to the train station. Now we're going to get the train. But first, I have 4 goals that need to be hit before the sun goes down. Hike to the top of Mount Kurama, find some delicious veggie food, find a secret bamboo forest, get an amazing view for sunset. And just like that, here's our first train. It turned out this train was completely packed, but after a while it seemed like there was a school or something. A bunch of kids got off and there was way more room. As we continued, we saw more and more colourful leaves, which was really cool. A sign that autumn is well and truly here. And then we saw this big guy, which is a tengu. Depending on what you read, the folklore either says he's a mountain protector or a mischievous spirit. Personally, I'm hoping he is protecting us. But before we go much further, we stop for a quick snack. And it's not long before we realize what we thought was a hike was really just lots and lots of stairs. Beautiful, but so many stairs. Continuing into the hike, we see these huge 800-year-old cedar trees. It's crazy to think how old they are.
It's massive. For comparison.
Then it was a case of walking up the mountain. You're never gonna guess what's coming next.
There's a lot of stairs.
If you were guessing stairs, good job. More stairs.
So many stairs.
But let's be honest, the scenery here is amazing, and I'm really glad we decided to come to Mount Kurama. It was really cool, and surprisingly, the only people there were a bunch of Japanese grannies, as far as we could tell.
He has posture like me. More stairs. More stairs.
As we hike further, we come across these cool routes, and then eventually a clearing on top of the mountain. As we continued, it only got more beautiful. It kind of felt like we were in a Ghibli film. And just like that, goal 1 complete. Unfortunately, we didn't make any furry friends. At this point, we're absolutely starving. We have a plan to go to a Korean barbecue place in Kyoto, but if we want to make it in time, we need to go fast. So we beelined to the station, got on the train, and then went back to Kyoto.
Back to where we started.
And guys, we made it. After eating, we head straight to Fushimi Inari to beat the sunset. Arriving at Fushimi Inari, it was definitely busier than Mount Kurama. However, it wasn't that bad. And compared to what you see online about crowds and an endless sea of people, it was actually really nice once we got off the main path. We diverted right off the path before the main gates, which is what you should do too, as you find this, a secret bamboo forest.
Oh.
Hiking through this area was great. We saw some small houses, a cemetery, and some lovely trees. The sun shining off these leaves reminds us that we're in a race against time, so we keep going. Eventually coming out amongst the gates. Again, I would definitely recommend this, there's way fewer people up here. As we keep walking, we eventually come out and see this panoramic view of Kyoto, which was really sick. And we realized we could actually see Osaka way off in the distance. If you made it this far, maybe drop a like and consider subscribing. See ya!